It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
We know MP came ready to play.
Receive the notepad featuring your Miami Heat mascot, Bernie.
Hi, everyone. What a great night. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. They've got Jalen Duren, George out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Thunder in at the 1. The shot by Thunder, no good. And it's Miami's ball. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Thunder. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Coulibaly. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Randall. Ooh, nice D from George.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Thunder. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Wizards beat them last time when these two met in Washington.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
Here's Thunder. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Sends it home from three-point land.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 5. And Grant, the Heat, last season retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Washington shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And it's tied up with that one. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Going inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Murphy.
We have seen Cole Anthony, the ability to get by that defender on a dribble drive, such a valuable attribute.
Washington has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. George's shot is off. The Heat have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Randall deciding where to go with it. Shoots over George. Again, the Heat misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
From outside the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Randall out to the right wing. Here's Ware on target from range.
We have seen more than just a willingness from Cole Anthony to share the basketball. We've seen a real aptitude in this regard.
Here's Thunder. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the dunk by Duren.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Anthony outside. Takes a 3. Thunder grabs the board. Washington has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. He shoots a 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. And it's Jaquez with the ball for Miami. They trail by 1. They grab their own miss. The Wizards have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Wallace outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Washington. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Thunder. He tries for 3. No good.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
Here's Anthony. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Anthony's got 6 points.
This is the pace he wants to play at. Anthony finds his jumper off the bounce. Nicely done.
Here's Thunder. Kicks it to George. Here's Thunder. He's scoreless. Off target with the 3.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Randall. The 3. Duren with a rebound. The Wizards with a lead. It's George on the wing. And again, Washington, no good.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Wallace's shot is good.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Duren.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Jaquez. The Wizards making their last shot. Randall inside. Offensive rebound. Heat. Anthony misses. The Wizards shooting just 38% so far in this one. To the inside. Kicks it to George. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Washington lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Here's Thunder. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. Washington, number 1.
recently they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Stevens from 18 feet away, and that one drops.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Carrington. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Randall outside. Pass to Wallace. Here's Stevens from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Duran's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Thunder. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Heat trail by 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Rockets put together a nice one. He ended with 15 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Coulibaly. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Jack's up at 3. Here's Thunder. Sohan, the pass to Thunder. Out to the wing. Here's Carrington. Sinks the tray. Carrington's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Randall, good.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, ending the quarter up 10. A big difference. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Jackson. He's out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Toppin in at the 5 down low. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Thunder, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And there's the lob, and a slam dunk by Toppin.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Poke loose. Here's Thunder, guarded by Toppin, picked up by Sohan. Thunder, the pass to Sohan. Here's Carrington. Shoots from the elbow. And Reed pulls it down. Heat trail by 7. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Wallace, the pass to Stevens. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. Stevens has got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Sohan outside. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Washington, sitting 4th in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier. And, of course, Miami a couple spots down.
Seeing where the Wizards are, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And there's a pick. Offensive rebound. Pass to Carrington. Here's Thunder. Washington again can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Heat trail by 5. To the wing, right side. Here's Stevens. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. The 3 is up. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Wallace. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wallace has got 10 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Reed passes to Arabia. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
George, he's checked in for Washington. Heat trail by 6. Wallace outside. Pass to Stevens. Inside. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Here's Thunder. Watch by Wallace. They set a pick. Thunder, the pass to George. Wallace, right side. Pass to Toppin. Thunder grabs the board. Thunder's got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Up top, George. Here's Carrington from deep. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Now Reed. 11 points for him last game against Chicago. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 5. Tries the spin move. Rebound by the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. That one misses. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Anthony, the pass to Wallace. Back to Anthony. Fires the 3. Sarr pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Thunder. Here's Sarr. Here's Thunder to get back on track. Pure from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Here's Anthony. It's good.
Boy, you can see the speed by Cole Anthony on display. He can mix speeds. He can come right at you. That's a nice-looking drive.
Wallace, the pass to Jaquez. Now here's Anthony. And there's the screen. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now just a 2-point Washington lead.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
There are certain guys who know and believe they can be a top option offensively. Cole Anthony cooking right now.
Here's Wallace, and there's the rejection. Here's Sarr. Jaquez covers. Ball stolen. Randall, left side. Basket's good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the... And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Wizards out in front, up 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
51.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Their bench has been strong, guys coming in, accepting their role.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to...
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Cole Anthony. Man, is he getting it done today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Washington, we've got George. Thunder is out there with Coulibaly. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Duren in at the center. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Rockets put together a very solid game. He ended up with 15 points, and his unselfishness with the ball, combined with his defensive activity, made a huge impact. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch, and we're on the call tonight, guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
He can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
Here's Randall. Washington with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Randall no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Duren, no good. The Heat trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Randall against Duren. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Washington leading now by 5. Pass to Coulibaly. No good on the 3. The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Over to the left wing. Out to Anthony. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot. The second chance effort. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ware.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Coulibaly with it, covered by Anthony. Pass to Thunder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off. Randall with some nice D.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game. The Wizards with another miss. Outside Anthony. Pass to Randall. Jaquez outside. That's good from Randall on the assist by Jaquez. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Duren. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Thunder passes to Sarn. Here's Thunder. There's the pick. Pass to Sarn. And again, unable to change momentum here. Snatched away. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Wallace outside. Back to Anthony. Now here's Wallace. Jaquez with the ball. Inside, here's Anthony. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Jaquez. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Wallace finds Jaquez. Offline with his 3. Washington leading now by 4. Lets the 3 fly. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Heat in second. In for the Heat. Jackson comes in for Wallace. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington.
Right here.
Here's Carrington. No good on the quick 3. The Heat. Trail by 9. Jackson is out there with Reed. Then there's Toppin. And it's Stevens in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Jackson down low, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First one falls for. Jackson hits both of them. Washington leading now by 7. Fires for 3. And it's LaRavia with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Stevens. Rebound, Washington.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Pass to Duren. Wizards passing it around. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carrington. Drills the 3-pointer. Carrington's got 22 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Here's Stephens. To the wing on the left. Outside for Jackson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest 3-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Thunder, guarded by Jackson. Here's Thunder. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's LaRavia, defended by Duren. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Stephens. Here's Jackson with the 3. Sinks the triple. And now just a 4-point Washington lead.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about it on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge 3-point shot.
And the Heat making a change here. Ware's checked in. Carrington, that's good.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And George with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
That's tipped. Here's Thunder. And no good there with the double clutch. Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Miami.
The game, number 22, Cason Wallace.
Anthony with it, now guarded by Thunder. Here's Wallace. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Anthony kicks to Wallace. Anthony with the screen on George. Shot to stop the run. Excellent D there from George.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And the foul called on Thunder. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Randall passes to Jaquez. Anthony left side. Washington with the rebound. Thunder's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And there's the drive. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Pass to George. Three-pointer.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the three. He's only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Wallace. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat trail by 12. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address the team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Thunder following the basket by Julius Randle. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Randall's got 16 points here in the second half. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Thunder into the lane. George. It's the Thunder. From downtown, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Anthony. Rebound by Thunder. Thunder's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Anthony. Jaquez outside. From outside, off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Anthony missing again.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Randall. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work to the inside. And that one's good. George.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Miami Heat. Down by 15. No good that time.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Randall after the miss from Thunder. Randall with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Jaquez. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. Miami no good on that time either.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Carrington. Here's Thunder from the arc. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight, 8 for 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer. And
an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And guys, what a nice performance it was for Thunder.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. Got a piece of it. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one.
The end of the game.
Great win tonight, MP. Yo, I saw Twin get his first triple-double last night. Nice work. That boy better watch out.
They don't even know what's coming for them.